You know what it is, guys? If I had to pick a certain set of results for one night of football only, if I had to script the whole thing, this would be it. Take out the Chelsea game because, we don't entertain them anymore. But look at these sets of results, bro. Arsenal winning. More on that later. West Ham winning. You're probably thinking, no one really cares about West Ham. Let's view the table real quick. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Let me zoom in for you guys so you can see it. Tottenham Hotspur are 1 point off the relegation zone before they've eventually played, by the way. If they don't beat Crystal Palace, they could be within 1 or 2 points off the relegation zone. Wow. Man City dropping points to Nottingham Forest in their own gaff. Hang it in the Louvre, bro. And then Man United losing to Newcastle. 10-man Newcastle, in fact. Always nice to see them losing, considering their fans have gassed up their 2026 so far. Hold firm on that one. But yeah, where do we start? Should we start off with Topspur? 1 point off the relegation zone, as we're speaking. You just can't fathom that this is a possibility. Arsenal winning the league this season and Spurs getting relegated. I know for a fact a lot of my viewers are from an older generation. You've seen Arsenal win titles at Shite Hart Lane twice. But have you ever seen Arsenal win a league title and Tottenham getting relegated in the same season? Because I know for a fact I've not seen it. I've not even seen Arsenal win a league title, let alone Arsenal winning a league title and Spurs getting relegated in the same season. This one, for real, could feed families. Could this be better than winning the league at their ground? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in that goddamn comment section which one would be a bigger achievement. Winning the league, Tottenham getting relegated, or winning the league at their ground. Interesting topic of discussion. They got, of course, as I said, Man City dropping points as well to Nottingham Forest, which no one saw coming, by the way. We were expecting Man City to win every single game, which they still could from now until the end of the season because they are Man City, but no one can tell me that this is the same Manchester City team as they once were. It's still scandalous that we've let them back into this title race. But after tonight, it feels like we have one hand on that Premier League trophy. I don't want to jinx anything, but 30 games down, 8 to go. Lock the fuck in. Because listen, we still got the Etihad to play. Right, and honestly, pulses were bounding towards the end. When that full-time whistle went, it was just a sigh of relief. This is Brighton we're talking about. I can't imagine when we go to the Etihad. I can't imagine the final even. My God, I've forgotten the feeling of being involved in a final because I want to win that Carabao Cup so badly. I would be bricking it if I'm feeling like this after a game against Brighton. Speaking of Brighton, I found them a very strange club, to be honest with you, because over the years they've been a banana skin for us, home and away. Last season, we didn't beat them over 2 games. But so far this season, we've picked up 6 points against them, home and away. Whereas against Man City, they've picked up, 4 points? I mean, listen, before we thank Brighton for their services this season, potentially, please humble your manager, because he is one hell of a snowflake. Fabio Hertzler, whatever his fucking name is. This guy chatting smack prior to the game in press conferences after the game. Oh, there's only one team that wanted to win that game. Guess what? Only one team walked away with 3 points, and it wasn't Brighton, you pussy-o. How many trophies have you won in your managerial career to be chatting smack like this? Let's have a look. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. How many trophies have you won? The German second tier community shield, whatever that is. Are you seeing this? Who gassed my man up? German second tier champion with St. Pauli, bro. All due respect to St. Pauli and shit, but that is the only trophy you have won in your career, bro. And you're chatting bear. You're chatting bear like that to my football club. Humble yourself, bro. Stay in your fucking box. Snowflake. That's what he is. But onto the game, because let's be honest, it was an awful performance, right? I get it. We can act all ecstatic. The fact we're 7 points clear at the top. City have dropped points. Fantastic. These performances are still unsustainable. And I think if Manchester City won tonight, I'll be a lot more critical on the team tonight because the performance was not there. But again, efficiency over performances right now. If you win like this, no one's going to give a shit. We only care about that Premier League trophy. When you get that medal, it's not going to say, well, you don't deserve it, do you? You've won it, but you've won it via set pieces, so it doesn't count. Listen, trophy is a trophy, regardless of how you win it. And if we get over the line, fair play. Because you found a way to do it. Of all these years of trying to play expansive football, if you found the formula via set pieces, then fair play to you. But in terms of some of the players, because I don't want to be on here for too long, Raya, outstanding. Apart from, the brain fart he had at the start of the game, to be honest, that was poor. And he got bailed out by Gabriel. More on him later. Timber, outstanding tonight. Mosquera had one of them games, to be fair, where I thought probably his worst game in an Arsenal shirt. Unfortunate for him because he's been excellent every time he has stepped in. But yeah, tonight wasn't one of them. It's a shame, really, because I rate him very highly. And as I said, he's been fantastic. But yeah, that yellow card definitely took a toll on him. And he was rightly hooked, by the way, because, again, that was a red card waiting to happen. We move to the left-hand side. HINCAPIE and GABRIEL, two of the best players on the pitch. Absolute warriors. You can tell why that chemistry is working out. Both of them having that South American chemistry with each other. And that's why we look so much better down that left-hand side when HINCAPIE is playing. Yeah, fair enough. Calafiori will give us a little bit more offensively. But in terms of defensive stability, you're having HINCAPIE. And in all honesty, I think HINCAPIE is a better crosser of the ball than Calafiori, in my opinion. I think that may sound unpopular, but I think it's true. You don't really see Calafiori put many decent balls into the box, whereas HINCAPIE, on the money every time. And defensively, he's head and shoulders above Calafiori. I don't care what anyone tells me. Then you move to GABRIEL. Best centre-back in the world, enough said. I mean, he properly carried that defence in the first half. It was practically Brighton against GABRIEL. The clearance off the line, because that was him, won every header. Just outstanding. He will win, for me, PFA Player of the Year if we win the league this season. His aerial threat from set pieces, his defending, last-ditch tackles without Saliba tonight, unbelievable. And then, I come to the rest of the team, and I thought most of them were below average, to be honest. Declan Rice had a solid game in there, had to do the ugly stuff rather than, the typical set piece here and there. But I thought he dominated that midfield quite well, to be fair. I don't think Zubimendi looks quite right at the moment. He looks checked out for the season. And it's nice to see that Norgard is being used sparingly here and there. Last 2 weeks against Chelsea and obviously tonight, he's come on and he's helped see out the game and steady up the midfield, which, again, as I said, it's nice to see him getting minutes. Hopefully, it's a guarantee that he's going to be starting in Premier League games more often. Of course, he's going to be starting at the weekend, I presume, against Mansfield in the FA Cup. So, again, hopefully that's another sign of him increasing their minutes in the legs, and hopefully he'll be ready for a title run, which I still have question marks about, by the way, whether he's that guy. But as a squad player, he's more than good enough for me. I thought Eze was rather quiet, to be honest, tonight. Thought started the game quite well, sprayed some nice passes, but then, it doesn't help when he's coming so deep. I mean, he should be where he was against Tottenham, close to the striker, finds them pockets. Tonight, he wasn't. And it's a shame, really, because of the whole rivalry between Crystal Palace and Brighton, I thought he would have been up for this. But, he didn't really get the ball, did he? And he was picking up the ball on the half turn, which, isn't his game. It's back to goal. No. You need him in them pockets. You need him with more freedom. And the way Martinelli and Trossard are performing right now, that left wing spot is up for grabs for Eze, because we like to play down the flanks a lot. And I have more confidence at the moment of Eze taking on players than I do with Trossard and Martinelli, because Martinelli was disappointing tonight. Gyökeres was disappointing as well, I've got to be honest. And I thought Havertz did way more when he came on. And I don't rate Havertz over Gyökeres personally, but I've got to be honest, I thought tonight Havertz offered way more when he came on up top than Gyökeres did. In how long did he play again? Let me just double check. Gyökeres came off in the 59th minute. So, yeah, in the last half an hour, I thought Havertz did way more than Gyökeres did, that's for sure. Then you had the substitutes, which, as I said, Norgard came on, did what he needed to do. I thought Trossard wasn't great, to be honest with you. In the last month or so, he's been absolutely dreadful. And then Calafiori came on and did what he needed to do. But, yeah, listen, that's a Brighton side who haven't... Well, they've lost twice at home this season. And they're not a team that are pushovers, especially at home. But we've got the job done. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about the game, your man of the match. And I will catch you in the next one, which is, of course, Mansfield at the weekend. Peace.